I think it's recording, but it's taking its sweet but bloody time. Okay, it's recording now, and yeah, it's definitely recorded that. Okay, so sync. This is to confirm that everything's in sync and to see if that garbled audio issue is fixed, and will it upload full screen now that I've discovered the settings menu. Loading.
That was quicker
than usual, that's promising.
promising.
I have gotten addicted to Age of Empires HD collection. I'm absolutely terrible at the game. I play it more like medieval Sim Cities in a real-time strategy game, but it's fun. I am plowing my way through the French Joan of Arc campaign. I finally defeated the second mission of that, so I defeated it all. Which I didn't realize standard was that easy. Instead of destroying all the castles, I only had to destroy one, which wasn't that difficult, but it was difficult for the style I play because when I play a standard game that's not a
Campaign before I even go to throwing castles.
build up to the Imperial Age and use trebuchets, where in these versions of Paint you can only go up to the Castle Age, and I do not like using rams. There is also a population cap of 75 in the game, which is extremely limiting, especially considering fishing chips and villagers count towards the population cap. Not fun. Settings and put it on. If it makes a difference, it makes a difference. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not entirely sure why my very first video is full screen and the rest aren't. It's annoying, but oh well. And I still haven't tested out how it works on my other consoles. I don't even know if it'll work on my PS3, because when I plug the audio cables from my PS3 into it does work for my Retron Hyperkin 3. And my Retron Hyperkin 3 seems to be working, though DuckTales, which is my only Nintendo game so far, probably trouble out, because when I first played it, it was really distorted visuals, and I thought it was fairly good, so the intro had a bit of a glitch. As I said, I just moved in here, my controllers for my Retron Hyperkin 3 aren't even set up. When I do set them up, I'm using the Sega Genesis 3-button controller, because the 6-button controller cord is significantly too short. I think the age of wireless controllers is spoiling me a bit. I upgraded to Windows 10, it messed up my audio, and While I researched it online, my specific problem was not found. But what I did find said upgrade your sound drive drivers. Well, I don't know how to upgrade my sound my sound card drivers in Windows 10. So I switched back to Windows 8, updated it. My audio is working fine. Where, for example, in all games, the music was crystal clear. It was actually superior music. The voice audio was dead. So, kind of the most important factor of a game is the cues. Actually, everything else that was crystal clear. As I said in the previous video, I was about a little over 3 hours away from my audition. I'm in with my dear friend Sarah, and I like the location, but she has a 4-year-old kid who's awesome, but he's a 4-year-old kid. They demand a lot of attention, and try to give it to him. It's exhausting. He's a cool kid, though. I gave him some of my old Batman comic books, and he seemed to enjoy them. I thought fiddling is here, though. Over 48 hours, she hasn't eaten that much, and so far today she hasn't pooped. Oh, she did poop yesterday, and when I moved in with my uncle, it took a couple of days to poop and a couple of days for her to get eaten. She's not even accepting treats, so that's not really surprising. She will. It's funny, you will take out the milk bone or the marrow bones or whatever, and she'll kinda excited if she's not stressed them. She doesn't need them right away. I hear music, the logo popped up not that long ago. I am not going to be doing a video because there's background noise which may make my audio garbled. Though I think I hopefully fix that ironically by lowering my audio quality, where when I raised it, it made things worse. Could be my laptop, could be my mic, could be the software. Probably a combination of all three. I went in, when I open up the recordings, there's an advanced settings in section, but I completely ignored the settings menu. And when I went there, it looked like they had a settings menu for the I don't know what it's called, the P, the 7, switched it from 1080 to 720. Why is this taking photo? My audio better? And will it upload to YouTube full screen? I'm not even going to chop off the video because it's just a test video. The code up, but it's kinda jumpy. I will be getting a gaming laptop in a couple of months. It's just I'm broke, and when I do get a laptop, I demand it has a 4 terabyte hard drive. I found a 2.5-inch 4 terabyte hard drive off eBay, so I will be getting myself for Christmas. I will be going into my PS4 because, well, hell, a 2 terabyte hard drive PS4 doesn't seem big enough. It's bent out and it's a 4 byte. It's made by Samsung. It's 2.5 inch, not 3.5 inch. Unfortunately, the PS4 takes a 2.5 inch hard drive, which is silly because 3.5. Loading. It's okay, this is slow. But this game always seems to be slow. As I've stated multiple times in past videos, I've been getting addicted to Age of Empires 2. What is wrong with my mouse? Come on. This is finicky. I wasn't doing this during my last test video, but I wasn't going to upload my last test video. Tutorial, campaign, skirmish, campaign. Come on, you can do it. Aha. Continue. And it's froze. First world problems. Come on, you can do it. Wallet, sync. I'm paranoid it's going to go out of sync because, well, that was a common issue where I was before, but somehow upgrading those 10 and going back to 8 seems to have fixed the desyncing issue. Or maybe it was just a random act of bullshit. It is 5:30 and it's dark outside. This really sort
Up my schedule anyways. Catching on
play it all the way through.
Good, you're back. Turned out to be a treasure trove of information. Unfortunately, situations I was building a Tiberium weapon. Dr. G-Tech is leading the analysis to the doctor. What else can you tell us?
Nod found a way to weaponize just much as so. Our raw data is still preliminary. We believe a liquid Tiberium explosive would have 10 times its grade 200 megaton thermo. The properties so class may also be a sustained exothermic reaction.
I'm talking about a chain reaction.
Approximate Tiberium deposits, liquid or crystal, would be instant.
Liquid Tiberium device
Hopefully that won't sure. I'm always confused why this game takes so long to load, but when I play the cutscenes, they tend to go smoothly. At least when I'm playing the game. When I look back, that's not always the case. Sync. Yeah. I think the problem is my computer. This is by no means a laptop. It's
Not
there's an
evidence that Nod is weaponizing Tiberium, which makes this next target even more critical. The port of Alexandria is
and that glitch is not a recording glitch. That
take out this facility and cut
I saw that playing it.
Good news is, with our supply lines up and running, we're able to send you the most powerful vehicles we have, mammoth tanks. Dare I say, this mission might actually be fun.
And I am going to purposely sabotage the mission just to see if there's any audio issues, which there always seems to be when I play the game. And that's my phone going off. It's my Facebook. I tried calling my social worker, but it's Sunday, the offices are closed, and apparently they won't let you leave messages when the offices are not open. Which is kind of silly, because when you call when they are always busy in their phone, so you're going to leave a message anyways. So I see no difference why you should require to call when the office is open when you're going to leave a message anyways, versus calling when you know damn close to leave a message that you're going to be even when the office is open. Also, the last time I called my social worker, she did not call me back on my mom's phone. She called, or on my phone, she called me back on my mom's phone. Despite the fact she has my number, she's used to it, it wasn't that, but I'm fairly certain I left her my callback number. And my phone, it's connected. I paid the I'm not actually have a credit on it by a couple, only $2 and change, but still.
this
This taking to load. I am going to see about getting my phone connected to the Wi-Fi, because, well, okay, that's not working. How do I connect my phone to Wi-Fi? Oh, I've done this before, why isn't it doing it now? According to this, my Wi-Fi is on, but I haven't used that much. More settings. Mobile networks, maybe that's it. No. No. And I I know my game, I'm just trying to figure out how to set up Wi-Fi on my phone. I've done this multiple times.
So I want to end on that topic as long as you want to. Before we get there, kind of summarize.
Okay, screw it. And it froze, and it's now unfrozen. Sync, 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 sync. Excuse me, but that felt good. And I am not even going to bother building my base up. I'm just going to... Yeah, new construction options, who cares? I am going to just suicide everybody. This is a test video, not a game video. It's to test to see if the audio is less garbled. Well, if you're going to interrupt me with a transmission, you may do it. Keep in mind this that's not my recording device, it's my non-gaming laptop I'm using to game. Yeah. Again, you didn't miss out on any on my end, it just skipped it. I am not building anything now. I haven't played this game in a while because, well, I play it when I record only. And while I usually play ahead to see what the next missions are like, this mission has got me so buggered that when I do beat recording and when I do beat this mission, I'm done. Even if it's a terrible, well, I'll stop recording, I am so fed up with this particular mission. You can laugh at my failure. And why is this freezing? Oh, man. Anyways, hopefully the audio is not too garbled. Sync, 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 sync. If you've seen my videos by now, you're used to this particular game freezing. You're also used to the garbled audio. The game freezing I can accept, but it's the garbled audio I want to fix. Kind of weird priorities. Game freezing is acceptable, but audio being messed up isn't. Well, I'm sure the game freezing is my computer's fault and the garbled audio is either my mic, my
or
Okay, this really froze. This is unusual laptop. I stand what's going on. And again, this is a test video, so ultimately don't care. If you're watching
it's
pretty much the only reason, okay, it seems to be running smoothly now. I don't even think my Mammoth tank let off a shot yet. My desk is very small and fragile. My mouse is kind of in an awkward position, and now when I occasionally my mouse will have movement, what I call movement issues, where, well, I think everybody's had this particular issue, mouse, where you try to move it and it'll only kind of move in certain directions, usually at a somewhat angle, up to down, you're moving it left to right. Silos needed already. Yeah, well, destroy all NOD ports when I actually play the game. You can probably hear the kid in the background, that's Robin. He's a cool kid, but he's 4. And which he needs. All kids are time, but man, it's exhausting. Fortunately, he's at the age where he's not in diapers. I'm weird when it comes to a little older, when they're able to talk and be somewhat independent, and not lack of toilet training. I have never found babies to be cute. I find them annoying. And wow. Yeah, I'm started out, and I've seemed to be better with this bare minimum runs, and when I see big quad. Anyway, Mammoth tanks are not good against infantry, even though you'd think a shot casing will create frac that infantry will die by. As I said multiple times in this video, when I do play this game, I focus on infantry and not every other command and conquer game, which is only red alert. I only use infantry to garrison buildings. Okay, that's everybody's dead. The game's stuttering. That's more than enough to check audio and upload to YouTube. Objectives. I don't think I wanted to click that window and now my game froze again.
100 full-time residents being asked to absorb
Damn.
6,000 migrants.
So I am going to try to clear up my phone once more. Settings.
Only just under 1,000 users now so we kind of thriving growth population. We've been chased out largely by increasing Muslim population in the area and a very, very violent. It's a good idea. I cannot understand.
Let's try Wi-Fi Direct, and that didn't work, so turn it off. Mobile networks. Access point names. My browser. Network mode. No. How to search networks while data service is active. Yes, I do for now. I am my phone. I think I got it for free when I was Virgin and I paid too much for it. I think this is the window I want. No, it's not. Okay, Do I press the escape button? Sing, 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 sing. Escape. Yeah, I press escape. Exit.
Yeah.
I want to connect my phone to the Wi-Fi, even though what little data I've used is insignificant, but I'd rather use the Wi-Fi than my data plan, even though I really use my phone save for Facebook messaging. I'm also going to have to connect my tablet to the Wi-Fi because my tablet has no data plan. My tablet is a hunk of junk I got for 80 bucks off eBay. And it wasn't even an auction, that was a sale price. And the battery drains faster than a plug. An unplugged plug anyways.
What's a
1 GB one, and there's not even 12 gigabytes of storage on it. There's no room for an SD card, which is really annoying, but it's only a tablet. Okay, why is this taking forever? I'm gonna be honest with you all, I'm not talking for your benefit, I'm talking for my own so that when I rewatch videos, it's not nearly as boring for me. This video isn't meant to match this, a test video. Not meant for being entertaining. That's why it's called test video. I'm not even going to bother at editing the segments out. I'm just going to render it through Handbrake and upload it to YouTube to see if it
spoke to there who said they didn't want any more
You know, at this point, I'm not even going to be watching the video.
anyone until he was witness. And I said, when you might be someone on the blah blah blah. I said, look, if we take in 10,000 people, for every 10,000 people, there would be, let's say, 2,000, 5,000, 4,000 people.
I like it here.
You don't believe we should like to publish what
Spent one night here. I had a really weird dream where when he gave birth to these really miniature, they almost looked like pugs, and one had severe bug eyes. It was both adorable and goofy at the same time. I've done what I need to do so far, except call my social worker to make sure that my disability has been switched to the new location, and I need to find, if not a doctor, a place that will refill prescriptions, which isn't an emergency room. It showed how a walk-in clinic prefer have a general practitioner. Well, to give you an idea on how hard it is to find a doctor in Ontario, if not all of Canada, my doctor is the same doctor that I've been going to since I was a baby. That's my family general practitioner. And when I moved to Peterborough, there was no doctors accepting new applicants there because Peterborough was a primarily university town, and the doctor's offices there didn't want to take in patients that were only going to be there for a term and then move back home and then eventually move away. And then when I moved back to Oshawa, and my doctor was what I used, and then I moved near Kingston, and well, at the time I had a lot of refills, but my family doctor swindles over the phone to help with him. So I had to go to a walk-in clinic, and at the time my psychiatrist had no problem refilling prescriptions over the phone, but after a year he wanted to see me. I'm going to be away. 2.5 hours away. So I don't know what he expected, and I don't even know why he wanted to see me. When I was living in Oshawa, I'd see him, and all he'd do was fill out drugs and maybe change the dose he felt it necessary. People think psychiatrists are supposed to be mental health doctors. You talk to them not, they're just doctors that fill out prescriptions, and you want to talk to them when you're in the psych ward. Shows like Frasier and the like do not show psychiatrists in a realistic manner. If you want to talk to somebody about your health issues, you go to a therapist, not a psychiatrist. Therapists are the ones that actually do the heavy work. It's just all the doctors takes the credit. And a therapist should be paid more than the doctor because they know all the various prescriptions that need to be handed out. But as far as actual work goes, they do significantly more. When I broke my leg, the doctor did surgery. That took a while, and Then when it came to walking without crutches again, it was the therapist that did all the work while the doctor gets all the glory. Now the doctor deserves a good portion of the glory. He's the one who did the surgery. That's all he did. Now, when I was supposed to get my plates and things removed, it was after I moved away, so it's been... Well, I broke my leg not Christmas Day, I think I broke it on the 21st or the 22nd, going up to the store to get stocking stuffers for my mom, and I really broke it. Here, I dislocated my ankle and severely broke. Not just broke, I shattered my leg. There's 2 plates in there and over 2 dozen screws. The funny thing was, it didn't really hurt that much. They gave me Percocets, and I took 1 or 2, and they did absolutely nothing, but there were only Percocets. It's like 5 milligrams of oxycodone with a couple 100 milligrams of acetaminophen. And if I had whined about the pain, maybe they would have given me a higher dosage of oxy, but what do I care? I wasn't taking him to get high and I wasn't in any pain. When I was in the hospital, they put me on a morphine drip, and I certainly wasn't high. Did not feel good, and they did not give me my psychiatric medication, which I need to go to sleep. The morphine did not make me go to sleep. I was tired, but I didn't go to sleep at all. Anyways, it finally went. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. The last time this happened, I saw the Pog software crashed on me. The Pog software does not work on my computer very well. I always have issues starting it up and shut it down. I bought other software, but I never got the registration code, and the software I specifically bought does not record gaming sounds off the laptop. They didn't have that option. I emailed the makers of it, and they humored me saying that might be happening in the future, but had I known that, I would have not bought it, or I would have waited. And I get what I truly wanted. It probably would have worked fine on my consoles, but well, hell, considering I'm a console gamer, I haven't even hooked this up to any games. In fact, I find myself slowly gravitating towards playing games off Steam. I am joining the PC peasant computer. Come on. And stop when it loads up, and when I click on the Hapog, it takes forever if it shows up at all. And this seems to be a major issue now, even though in the past it wasn't. I don't get it. Okay, the icon is showing up on my mouse. That gives me some hope.
I'm done.
Click. Maybe if I click this. No. Please tell me it hasn't crashed on me. Please tell me it hasn't crashed on me. Fuck it, I'm closing it and reopening it and
Holding it.
save
My
my
recording.
Come on. Don't do this to me, man. This is a new issue with my recording software. Under normal circumstances, I'd edit out, but this is only a test video. Task manager. This seems to be a new problem. I don't remember it being nearly this bad on my last recording, and my last recording was somewhat of a success, save for there's a little bit of garbled audio. Task manager's not responding. Hapog.